Hey, welcome. I'm Jale. Welcome to this general collective live reading. Apologies for the lateness. Bear with me for 2 moments. I'm just going to tweet out that we are live. Hope everyone is doing very well today. Give me 2 moments. Just going to let everyone know that this is on, and then we will get on to the reading. How's everyone doing today? Hope you're all doing well. How's everyone getting on? How have you been finding things? Is everyone good? How's everything been going? We've got a pick a card that's coming out tonight, which is going to be very interesting. I'll tell you about that in a minute. I'm just going to tweet out the group, and then we will get going. So how are you all doing? How's everything going? How have you been finding this energy? Because obviously we've got a few bits and pieces coming up that we're going to be looking at again today. So how have you been finding it all? Give me 2 seconds. I'm just going to tweet the last. I'm going to stick up this on Insta. Let everyone know there. Sorry, guys. So, yeah, how have you been doing? Hope you're all very well. Share to story. Hey, Brownie. Welcome. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. Rebecca. Hey, Rebecca. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. I know I will obviously reply to your email at some point. So, yeah, I hope you're doing very well, guys. So let me just finish off just sending this notification out so that everyone knows we're live, and then we will get going. So how are you getting on? Have you been experiencing anything based on the shadow period of Mercury retrograde? Are you feeling the 1010 portal? Because we have a 1010 portal coming up. There is going to be a pick a card reading out later that will be touching upon that, because I won't tell you too much about it, but there was one pile on that pick a card reading that blew my mind. I'm not going to lie. The energy was insane. I may have to do a premiere again of that because it blew my mind. So let's see. Karen, hi. I hope you're doing well. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for your like, whoever that was. I appreciate you. They're saying don't use those cards. Okay, let's not use those cards then. Let's go into this instead. So, guys, how are you getting on? How's everyone doing? We've got the 1010 portal coming up. Okay, we're going to probably try and touch on that today. See what energies. There's definitely a shift that's going to be taking place on the 1010 portal. It's a mental shift from what I've learned. For me, it's been interesting. The same energy up and down, tired and energized at the same time. That's interesting. Because, do you know, it's interesting because for me, in fact, so do you remember I was talking about me getting my fitness thing going? Hi, Jenny. I hope you're doing well. So I've ordered my fitness stuff and I'm just waiting for that to come through, because that's me. That's my next goal now. So I've started the writing. I'm just going to start with the fitness stuff. My goal is, in the next 6 months, I want to see how this is going to be. I know this is so extra, me talking about this, but I don't care. I want to see how far I can push my body. I know that's super extra. I know how extra I sound, but I do. I want to see, before I get to 40, because it's, I'll be 40 in 6 months. I want to see how far, because this is the thing, right? Obviously, the last time I was doing anything athletic was, I did ladies soccer when I was 21. That was definitely the last time, if I'm totally honest with you. So I want to see how much I can push my body now before 40 years of age. I know it's kind of already here, but you know what I mean? I want to see how far, because I like a challenge, you know what I mean? And I know that, because usually, I'll be real honest with you, I haven't told anyone else this. I only tell you guys because I feel like I want to. But I want to see people's... I like shocking people. So, hello Mia. Hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for joining us. So yeah, let's jump in and see what is going on. Let's have a look. What is the situation here, guys, with this? I know you're wanting to focus on the 1010 portal, but any messages really? I'm hearing stand by. Yeah, Rebecca, listen, I'm not going to, you know the deal. You know, if let's say, for example, I work on this and then I go and see my relatives in Turkey, then we know we're safe. If I have to go there one more time where my dad, who just sits and drinks raki and smokes all day, starts telling me what my they're like freaking personal trainers, aren't they, over there? And they like they're drinking like my and I'm not gonna call out this family member, but this is the thing, they like their plastic surgery over in Turkey. So they're all sat there giving it the big un, and then they're telling me all these things, and I'm like, you've just had a tummy tuck. Are you actually joking me? At least I'm putting the effort in. So you know what I mean? Like, I'm not going to take any of that now. I'm going to say, I might even lie and say, yeah, I had surgery. And then when they ask, I'm like, of course I didn't. You know what I mean? Because you know how cheap that is. Listen, I'm not an advocate of that, and if you do want to do that, that's up to you. That's your decision. But again, they do like a bit of surgery over there. Rebecca. Okay, so we've got growth. Okay. This is definitely going to open up some kind of mental clarity and or shift this doorway. Why are you giving me that song? Hang on. What is this song? It's like a nursery rhyme with silver bells and cockle shells all pretty and laid out in a row. I can't think of the song. What is that? It's like a nursery rhyme. Silver bells and cockle shells all laid out in a row. And I can't think of the next line. They did tell me a line before that, but again, they've stopped now and they're all laughing. I don't know why I want to say this, but they're talking about the sacral chakra as well. The reconnection to the divine and the inner child. And then they're talking about the gateway to the east, which is Archangel Raphael, which is all about the inner child. Mistress Mary quite contrary. Yeah, Mary quite contrary. It is, isn't it? Jenny, well done. Yeah, Mary quite contrary. How does your garden grow? That's it. That's it. Why are you giving me that? Does anyone resonate with that? Why are you giving me that song? Mary quite contrary. Is someone giving mixed signals? Your granny always calls you contrary. See, they're all staring at me as if to say, "You're not going to get this one, are you?" And I'm thinking, "Do you want to tell me then, or what is this? Are we having a reading here, or is this a face off? Like, it's like this competitive energy." This is you stepping into a superpower. Mary quite contrary. How does your garden grow with silver bells and cockle shells all pretty and laid out in a row? This is about growth. I mean, we've just pulled a card of growth, and now we've got. Can I ask you something, guys? Has anyone had, because this is going to be linked, any issues or ailments around this part between the crown and the third eye? Has anyone had an energy that you've been feeling around here? I'm hearing cracked open. This is, I mean, yeah. This is about a growth element that is vast from this 1010 portal, not me. Has anyone else been having that, like some energies? This is how I want to say it, like a unicorn tusk. I'm not weird at all, because that's not weird at all. Yeah, there's something. They don't want it. They're being super cryptic deliberately. Okay, we can play that game. It's because of did anyone do, what one was it? Did anyone do the, I've been dizzy-ish, weird in the head, not sure though that particular spot. Did anyone do the Steve Noble meditation called the Goddess Danu transmission? Because it relates to that. Yeah. This is a remembrance. There's an energy that's being opened up here. They're talking about an activation that there's two inner earth ones. That the Goddess Danu one is named the Goddess Danu one. There's another inner earth one that was after that, and then there's the Goddess Danu one. I think so. There was a unicorn that came to me. Because I'm not going to lie, I feel like, yeah, there's an activation here. There's an activation here that this doorway, this portal, this 1010 portal, which is, it's accelerated growth to the point where, and I know I keep saying this and probably everyone's like, oh, how boring. Like all you keep doing and talking about is accelerated growth. But I'm talking about latent DNA structures being totally lit up, where you're combining ancestral abilities, latent abilities, DNA latent unlocking abilities that were laying dormant, that are being lit up like a freaking firework. And I'm seeing a DNA strand here that's in rainbow. So there's a DNA activation happening, which means that we're talking about accelerated growth, but also our perception of our reality, but also our perception of what we're capable of is going to be totally shifting. Because I'm telling you, I feel like I'm growing a freaking unicorn tusk, and I'm just like, is anyone? what are you trying to do to me? And as if I'm not weird enough. Can you imagine? I have a unicorn tusk. I mean, I probably would accessorize it. I mean, if they want to make me even weirder, we can work with it. I mean, it's do you know what I mean? If you have been in denial, look at that denial in the reverse. Good luck. Good luck. Because it's I was picking up on this earlier when I was recording the pick a card that I'm going to upload tonight. They've given me some ridiculous song now. There's an additional dimensional connection that you'll be introduced to. That's how I want to say it. That's how I want to say this. So you've got to remember the level of perception that we have is based on a hologram that we're in. It's based on perception, isn't it? And the light refracting back to us. There's going to be other lights that haven't been accessed that are opening up. Because you've got to remember, we're talking about 1122. So we're going to be in the 1010 portal in the year 2020. So 1122. Let's have a look. Let's see what other messages here. It is going to shift our relationships. There is going to be a sense of the elephant is going to be so obviously placed in the room that you're not going to be able to sit and go, oh, you know, are we questioning this? No, it's there. It's going to be very abundantly obvious, in my opinion. Let me go with the starseed deck, because this deck, they're wanting me to use this again. There's a few decks that they really are insistent on me using today. Let me just light some incense, because we are out. Oh, no, we're not going to use that one. That's my super... They want me to use it, but I'm not going to use it. Hang on. Let's go with this one. This is the 7 chakra incense. Let's open this up. One sec, guys. I have 15 million boxes of incense now stocked up, just in case. And I don't know why, but they want me to use this one. So we're going to use the 7 chakra. It's Nag Champa, and I think it's supposed to bring up my, well, obviously my, hopefully my chakras are already in alignment, but this is, oh my goodness, that smell. Again, sorry guys, I'm a Venus Taurus, so, oh my God. Anyway, we get it. Right, let's light this up. Apologies. I keep seeing 8s, as in Scorpio season, and an infinity. Let me try and land this information a bit better though, because I feel like I'm talking in riddles now, which is not helpful. Particularly, my spirit guides are all laughing at me, but anyway, it's fine. I'm used to it. Right, let's see. I'm getting on it. I'm getting on it. Right, let's see. What is it you're trying to tell me here? That's weird. Do you know what I'm hearing? I'm hearing move over. This is how I want to say it. There's, again, the doorway that you're going to sort of be walking through. You're going to have one element that are going to just want everything to be the same. And then you're going to have one energy or set of energy that is going to be very super focused, because it's like there's a laser focus energy that's being refined. So again, they just keep saying move over. It's talking about a very strong focus that's being brought in. Wow. Surrender to the sweetness. Venus energy, pleasure, joy, make love to life. So Venus is currently in Virgo. And again, it's going to be going into Libra soon, which is, I feel like, going to be in preparation for this doorway. So I feel like the energetic upgrades will happen, but it's all to be sort of almost going behind the scenes for this Venus going into Libra. So I would definitely have a look at when that is, because I haven't, yeah, look, karmic relationships. So there's definitely, can you see, you remember the move over energy. So anything that is out of alignment is going to be moved out of the way. Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. So again, there's definitely, they're talking about surrender here. And then we've got the golden children. It says inner child, tenderness, innocence, rare gift. So this is, can you see the portal? What is that? I'm trying to tap into the energy of that planet behind that portal. It looks a bit like, I want to say Saturn. Right, where we go? Okay, I know you want me to use this deck. All right, we're going to go and use this deck then. Okay, let's go. So what is it you're trying to tell us here, Spirit? I know you're trying to give me all these little random clues. What exactly is the message, please? I feel like they're telling me things just to kind of, hang on, prepare for lift off. All right, let's have a look. Queen of Swords. So we can see here the owl is the guide, is the spiritual eyes. It's the, not that you can see me. I don't know why it's taking me. Yeah, but there we go. So the owl is the eyes, okay? And there's been some kind of instinctive energy that people have been leading towards, that their minds have been discounting. Once we're stepping in that portal, the mind's going to be moved to one side. There's a total new perspective shift coming in. And it's led via the spirit team, the owl. Usually my owl's there, but I had to put my tiger up because we had a few wallies coming in. Do not underestimate the instinctive energies that come through around the 1010 portal, which is going to be Saturday. We've also got the Six of Wands. This is, first of all, this is success and victory. They're saying victory over adversity, but also victory over the mind. if you've been in an energy of discounting yourself, like, oh, I can't do that, I shouldn't be doing this, and oh, maybe I can't do it. And I mean, first of all, if that is you, then this energy's again. You remember when I sort of said the kind of moving something out of the way? It's like they're moving limitations, they're moving a restrictive energy, they're moving a mental limitation, mental blocks, mental confusion, removing obstacles, but they're doing it in a way that is going to align you with what your next phase is. Do you know, they keep talking about this? You know the film Adjustment Bureau? Has anyone ever seen that film? If you haven't seen that film, watch that film, because they just said Adjustment Bureau. This is what it reminds me of, to be totally honest with you. I want to ask as well, has anyone been seeing glitches? It's like you expect something to be and then it doesn't happen, and then there's a glitch. It's like I'm seeing a road, you know, when they kind of tarmac a road and they level it out. It's like we're doing these final touches before there's a new entry point almost. So the spiritual upgrades matching the mental upgrades. That's how I want to say it. Freedom. This is also, I'm going to be honest with you, public eye. If you have been doing or planning something that is involving the public eye, again, to be honest with you, I'm even seeing like talking in the public eye, singing in the public eye. This is very strongly coming through. Someone's been holding themselves back, waiting to understand what they should do. And this is the marker. It's like there's if there was ever any pinpoint in a map to say now is the time, it will be in this 1010 portal. Now, that's not going to be for everyone, but there's definitely an element of bringing that energy out into public, or anything that was previously restrictive and or hidden and or, you know, like a gift or an ability. Like, I don't know why, but I'm hearing light language. So some of you may be gifted in light language, that maybe you haven't exposed that or shown that yet. And I'm hearing a different language. This is an ancestral energy, but I'm trying to figure out, is it future, or, because this is not, the veil's super thin, guys, at the moment. This doesn't feel like an ancestor from the past. Okay, does anyone, okay, this is an African connection that I'm linking in with. Southern African ancestor that I'm hearing. So I don't know if someone's got that lineage, but I'm hearing someone's concerned about going after what they want and what the repercussions are, because of how they were taught not to interface with that. Go ahead anyway. This is a very strong energy that's coming through, but it's an ancestor that's been trying to show you. Someone that's watching this or going to be watching this later was waiting for a sign for an ancestor to show up and give you a green light about an ability that you've got. We've got the Five of Pentacles here. This is about going home. This is about coming back into contact with the soul, finding the soul in amongst the physical reality. So reconnecting with the essence of the soul. I'm going to be real honest with you. Between now and Halloween on the 31st, there's going to be if you've got mediumship abilities, good luck with that, because they're trying to move people, everyone, all of us, into this direction of where we're going. Alignment with the soul, alignment with the true purpose, alignment with what isn't, realignment with what's for you, and away from. So this is interesting, because they're saying people come here not to struggle. This is going to sound insane, because it causes growth. This is, trust my guide to be super extra. They're saying, okay, now I'm hearing samsara, right? But they're saying this is not here we're getting super deep, but they're going, you have to say it, you have to say it. to come onto Earth, it's not for the weak-willed or for those that will be thrown off of their path easily. And the reattachment and realignment to the Earth grid, this is going to be a super long message, is designed to, okay, really? Do we need to have all these lengthy words? Just tell me that there's a reconnection to the Earth grid that's being lit up, that hasn't been lit up for a long time, that people basically, it's very strong native energy, that there's upgrades coming in, hence this kind of third eye and crown chakra element, but there's also an Earth grid upgrade. So this 1122 portal energy is meant to be a collaborative effort between the Earth grid and also the universal grid as well, which is going to set up, again, the DNA activation is going to be one element. The physical element is one element, all right? The spatial awareness and or the spiritual awareness is a whole different dimensional energy, because whatever timeline we're jumping into was not in alignment with, someone's been trying to tap into timelines here and moving timelines. It's like there's been energies trying to tap into focusing on controlling a timeline, and it wasn't successful. And I don't know why I need to say that, but I do, because someone's going to be watching this thinking, oh, well, I know who's doing that. Well, it wasn't successful. They're saying there's people that are trying to control how to do things a certain way, that it's being realigned. Because of that realignment, that is obviously someone's trying to, it's not going to happen. There's a recalibration happening and a balance that's taking place. And so if that's been you and you've been concerned about that element, you're not to worry about it. That's basically the message that I need to give for that. That I'm not going to sit and give lengthy words and 15,000. Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups. This is really strong. I'm getting strong ritual energy. It's like hand fasting. What is that tradition where you drink from the cup, but you do it like that? And I'm not doing this very well, but there's two people that drink from the same cup. Is it hand fasting? There's an energetic, okay, put it this way, if you've got several different directions that you're going in, the 1010 portal is going to redefine where your direction is that you're going, because of two options. One door's going to close, another one's going to open. These are getting super weird messages now, but they're saying just give them. It's not up to me to question it. The right people will understand it. So, okay. 9 of Pentacles, independence, disconnect from. This is disconnect from the wrong energies. This is, thank you. Could have just said that. This is about disconnecting from the wrong energies, right? They're saying, you didn't listen, Jale. Fair enough. That's me told. Again, can you see she's got a mask on and she's got all these pentacles around her? There's options, right? And then there's a giant pentacle at the back, and she's holding on to that dandelion or whatever it is, that buttercup. The right decision is made. Maybe you're waiting on people to make a decision, but the right decision is being made, they're saying. We've got the King of Swords. This is Gemini, Aquarius, Libra. The mask is coming off. We've got counterparts now. The mask is coming off. Someone was lulling. Someone pretended not to know the direction they were going, but they do. They do know the direction they're going. They're just pretending. They know exactly what they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing. That I can guarantee you. They know exactly what they're doing. One sec. This card has flown onto the other side. So the energy that's coming through of this portal, it's again, it's a dormant lion, it's a dormant beast, it's like a dormant energy that has been, the energy was stirred before, but it wasn't quite taken up, or it wasn't quite ready. Can you see we've got Leo and we've got masculine energy there, we've got the upright triangle, we've got Leo. So there's a very strong masculine energy coming through, which again, you're talking about, hang on. You're talking about very dynamic energy here that is being reignited. So but it could also dominate and reignite some fear with this Nine of Swords. Now, if you look at the card, this is surrender. And you've got the birds, the winged messengers. So it's this shift from needing that connection, needing that guide, to being the guide. So there's very strong upgrades here. Why does this keep shifting in and out of focus? I know it's probably me moving around too much, but let's see. What are the messages? There's an insecurity here that I'm picking up on that could be within you, could be within someone else here. I'm hearing tables have turned. Someone's going to come and offer you something. If you previously wanted to make an offer with someone and then it didn't quite work out, and now you're waiting for them to come and make an offer, there's some healing that you're going to be doing that wasn't accounted for. And a closure of a cycle where there's a death rebirth energy. What is the message, Spirit? This is, okay, so this is High Priestess energy, which is, the High Priestess is, if you look at the hierarchy, is above the Empress. She is the knowing, the kind of the seeing, the understanding, the instinctively knowing. She's all four queens and the Empress combined into one. The problem we've got here is we've got the Queen of Wands in the reverse. So there's something blocking someone from reaching this level here. Why don't you believe in yourself? There's a wounded Queen of Wands in reverse. It could be jealousy that's blocking this High Priestess status, which means the wounds come out when an offer is given. Someone's going to get offered something, and because of the wound they've got, it's going to be, I'm hearing retracted. Don't, whatever happens, don't push this away. Don't push this away when it comes. And if you need to take some time to understand, because I'm seeing something about Mercury in retrograde here, which is going to be happening around the 14th. Take your time. Yeah, look. Queen of Swords again. What, someone's not trusting that they're enough in a situation. Seven of Swords with the Queen of Swords. Someone is viewing a situation and they're not looking at everything in its entirety. There's a lack of, again, the way that someone's viewing this is going to shift around this portal. You're going to have been decided about one option or situation, and then around this portal, you're going to focus on something else. It's not what you're expecting either. Someone's discounted someone here that they didn't think they would. They didn't think that they would bring that back up again because they thought it was over. Let's see. Let's have a look. What is this? Mental block. Why is there someone's got a mental Ace of Swords? If you're attracting in the same situations, then there's an outlook shift that's going to be taking place here that, again, People have been attracting the same situations and they don't know why, and it's because you're missing something, and you're going to actually notice this a little bit more after this portal. There's a lot of closures that people aren't aware of just yet that they're going to be involved in, because they haven't yet seen that energy. The perception hasn't yet been gained. 9 of Cups. So there's going to be an energy of people almost wishing things that they want, and then basically when they don't get it, they're like, oh, why didn't you give me that? It's like, because it's not for you. And then there'll be things that people aren't that bothered about that they're going to be gaining that they didn't even really know they wanted. There's going to be this kind of switch. This is how I'm feeling. This kind of, again, the 3 of Wands. So it's like they're trying to prepare what is for the good of people. And actually what you gain is not necessarily about, I mean, it's preparing you for what you're meant to be doing, almost. What is the message? Wow. Which is like, this is the Hierophant, which is the match to the High Priestess. And the Hierophant is actually above the Emperor as well. So this is counterparts that are elevating to an even higher level. Whether they're in union and doing it, or whether they're not in union yet and doing it, these are 2 people that are elevating to a heightened status. The feminine still has to do something around jealousy, and the masculine is having to rule out something that they thought was meant for them, but it isn't. So there's 2 different kind of counterparts that are needing to do things. The feminine needs to start believing in herself. The masculine needs to close out a chapter. Again, swap the roles accordingly. Yeah. Someone doesn't want to. 7 of Pentacles with the 6 of Wands. This is showing a certain face to people and then living differently behind closed doors. So there may be an energy of someone's projecting a perfect image of something that is not real. That's what's going to come. Again, that's essentially what has to be acknowledged and shown. The 8 of Swords is this mental entrapment that it's illusions. Someone thinks if they release this, then this won't take them anywhere, but it's an illusion. They're investing in that illusion because it says it's what they think is safe. But deep down they know with the High Priestess that it's outgrown. Someone's outgrown something here that no longer stands the test of time. That again you may not already be aware of now, but after this period, you again with this portal, 1010 portal, you will. 8 of Pentacles. What again? There's a strong musical connection here, but it's talking about working on the self. There's some really hardcore souls here that are preparing for a different level of light that's been seen on this planet. I'm going to be really honest with you. This is not your this is like, and you know the way they're giving it to me is that, you know what we've been talking about for this for so long, where there's a lot of soulmate twin flames that, you know, nothing ever looks like anything's developing and everyone's getting driven mad. It's not meant to be shown. It was never meant to be shown, because then then people can see it. This is all done under the hidden depths because it's not meant to be seen yet. And because it's not seen, it's protected. And because it's protected, it means it's sacred. It's a strong union. This energy here is slowly being upgraded away from prying eyes and away from energies that don't understand. I'm getting strong Hecate vibes as well, which is, they're talking about the moon here. We've got a new moon on the 16th. There could be something significant happening after this Mercury going direct on the 14th, with obviously the new moon on the 16th. Why do I want to say Virgo though? Because this is High Priestess does link to Virgo. We've got Venus in Virgo at the moment, and the Virgo is the virgin, the new, the pure. That's going to be significant for someone. Let's see what else they're going to show me here. If you are the one person that's walking on the road less traveled, then walk on the road less traveled. I know that sounds ridiculous, but I mean, I have to say that. That's just basically what they want me to say. What I mean by that, if you don't already know, is there's way too many energies worrying about what everyone else is doing in this energy right now, from where I'm looking now. If that doesn't relate to you, it doesn't relate to you, but Spirit are wanting me to give that as a very definitive information point, because first of all, they're screaming it at me, which I'm refusing. I'm sorry, but I'm not going to sit and scream. They're getting annoyed, but they're saying, wake up. Oh God, here we go. If you are not in a place where you feel comfortable being yourself, then what is the point to all this? This is what this energy is designed to do, is to wake people up into their path and to strip away the things that don't count, because it doesn't serve where their life is taking them and also their soul path. We've got the world in reversed. I'm glad it's helping, Michelle. The world in reverse. So there's... Okay, this is a lot of energy, guys. Wait a minute. Do you really want me to tap into this? I feel like I'm being tricked a little bit here. One sec. Yeah, I'm not touching that with a barge pole because I know it's politically led. I'm not touching that with a barge pole. Let's move on, because I know where they want me to. My guides don't want me to take this down a political route, because I know it's kind of a bit of a trap when I do that. But let's have a look. Not because I care what people think, but because it's the energy that I'm tapping into. I don't want to tap into. Right, let's have a look. And also, I get shadow banned on YouTube when I talk about it. Right, let's have a look. I know what you're trying to do, and it's not going to work. Right, okay, let's. What is the message? Okay. Queen of Cups. If you're being led into a route where you're thinking it's too good to be true, is it your illusion, or is it actually too good to be true? You have to discern. There's going to be a strong... I'm going to be real honest with you. Neptune, I don't know what is... I think Neptune goes direct in November. I think Neptune goes direct in November, but why do I feel like Neptune's playing games with me a little bit here? There's going to be a hidden element into all of this situation that's going to be revealed. That people... Put it this way, if you make a decision, let's say, for example, you've got everything formulated in your head. This is where I want to go. This is what I'm doing. And this is how I'm going to get there. Throw the rule book out the window, because it's not going to be the way you think. It's going to be designed to test how you view things with the King of Swords and Strength. It's going to make you second guess with the Six of Pentacles and the Page of Wands in the reverse, where your balance lies and what exactly you should be investing in. With the King of Pentacles and the Star, there's a strong element of stability that's going to be needing to be healed based on this Tower moment energy that I'm picking up. And then with the Queen of Cups and the Seven of Wands, there's an energy of your intuition that's going to be screaming to do something, and then Spirit are going to be like, so what do you choose? Do you choose what the reality looks like, or do you choose your intuition? And then depending on what your choice is, you walk through that door, and that is the 1010 portal. If none of this makes sense, it's not meant to. This is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. I'm not, obviously, because I'm not doing a personalized reading. We're doing a general collective energy reading. This is not going to be super, super, super specific for everyone, because it's not meant to. Let's see, what are the messages, please, Spirit? What are the messages? What is it you want me to say? Don't touch it, leave it alone. This is the Five of Pentacles. Your security, reliability, and or what you rely on for security is going to be totally tested. What you value, what you place as a value, and what you don't place a value is going to shift as well. Your security needs are also going I knew that was coming. Look, the Tower. You're somewhat okay. There's an energy here that's being reliant on a situation, a person, a viewpoint, something that is built on false foundations, and that through this 1010 portal is going to be, the veil is lifting. The veil is lifting. The veil is lifting. The Queen of Swords is the energy of shrewd focus. Can also be Libra energy, but we're talking Gemini, Aquarius, Libra here. That is someone who is usually balanced and fair to the point of they won't tolerate a situation that doesn't actually provide anything other than illusion. That is going to be cut away. And for those that are reinvesting in something that doesn't actually hold, look at this Seven of Cups with this illusion energy. I'm telling you, there's a test coming, and it's going to involve your security, the physical versus the spiritual. That's how I'm seeing it. The self versus the others. Again, this is the portal that I'm looking at here, but it's based on your security needs, what you invest in a security wise. You know, if you feel like you're worthy and you're balanced, then it won't be an issue. It won't be an issue. And you need to let me know when this happens, if this happens to you, how you deal with it, because I will definitely need to have the feedback. You don't have to, of course. It's not like compulsory, but can you see Messenger of Fire and Transformation? There's a fire element here that is, they're talking about it sweeping away. Do you remember when they said about things being moved to one side? This is that energy, but it's done via fire. Now, it's interesting because we're not in Scorpio season yet, and Scorpio is water, but I'm seeing a surgence of fire here, okay? Now, we don't have Mars going direct in Aries until November. We've got Prometheus, which is that spark of fire that's going direct in November as well. As far as I know, we've got Neptune going direct in November, and this is something else. There's a spark of fire here, that unknown. This is very strong Ace of Wands energy. Yes, you could say that this is strong Phoenix energy, which is again related to Scorpio. And obviously we do have Pluto that's just gone direct in Capricorn. So you could say that Scorpio is bringing an element of steam as opposed to water in this Scorpio season, which is essentially transmutation by fire. But this, because don't forget, Scorpio season doesn't start until around the 21st of October. This is designed to sweep away everything. So as soon as you go into that 1010 portal, it's gonna show you what Scorpio season is gonna look like. Strong fire energy. And again, I'll be honest with you, Sagittarius season is going to be one of these energies here. Is you may shy away from that energy of feeling totally exposed, or because you've got to remember, sometimes the light can be very intense, not because you're not ready, but because your wounds, or you know, the insecurities or something that is being reflected back. And so sometimes it can be very difficult to identify what to do in that situation because there's too much light. It's like, wow, I'm getting a light directly shone in my face. It's like a rabbit caught in the headlights. So you could also have, now I'm going to be honest with you, I've got a feeling coming up that we're going to get a card here, which could be the Knight of Swords. I'm going to preempt this because I feel like they're going to shock. There'll be a bit of a shock, and it's like you'll have to decide, and you may not feel like you're ready. Because this also came out with the Three of Pentacles, which is about building something for the future. but it feels like I'm getting, because I feel like again, don't forget the beginning part of this reading was a bit cryptic. So I know what they're like. My guides are massively extra. They're going to lull me into this false sense of security, and then they're going to shock me with something. And I'm just going to wait for some kind of knight to come out here, which in this deck is going to be a messenger. So let's have a look. We've already had the messenger of fire, which is also very dynamic. I'm expecting something else here with this. Is everyone else's feed frozen? Oh goodness, I've gone off for like 20 minutes. Was the feed frozen, guys? Is it back? Working okay, awesome. So we've got the Star and the Two of Cups. So this is an offer coming through and a healing process. Thanks, Michelle. An offer coming through and a healing process that is designed to stay the distance, basically. With the Messenger of Earth, which is a long-term offer. This is a big contract. I'm going to just be really honest with you. There's also another dualistic energy here where love, healing, love of the self, love of another, healing of the self, healing of another, and major work, contracts, acknowledgement, money. You've got, some of you are going to be hitting both of these, and some of you are going to be hitting one or the other, but this is big. Someone's been manifesting all of this, but it's like you've hit a level here that brings this energy in. This is public eye. This is like fame energy. It could also be fame, but also it could be someone that you're connected to that is also famous. That's how I'm reading this. Someone's either going to hit it big, because this is the thing. I feel like this is hidden a little bit. Nine of Pentacles is also about abundance. So this is very strong money, abundant energy, success. I don't know why, but they're telling me fertility as well. So again, if you don't want to be in that situation, just make sure you're not putting yourself in a situation that could possibly provide that as an outcome. All right, let's have a look. Okay, let's see. And of course, if you're watching this, you should be over age of 18, because it is we're looking at readings here. So this one has already come out. Why is... Someone's going to be offered a contract overseas, or could be traveling overseas. I know that sounds ludicrous with what we're doing or what we're in at the moment, but I know I'm going to say it. Someone could be watching this that is a professional singer, and they're getting a contract that is going to take them overseas. And I don't know why, but I'm seeing February of 2021. There's a contract that was previously written there's going to be a recalibration of that contract, because it wasn't suited, or something that you was agreed to wasn't quite in accordance with both parties. So there's going to be a recalibration of that. Something's hidden. The moon. There's something hidden that's coming to light as well. Let me just tune into this energy. Bottom of the deck, the Four of Swords. Something that was on hold. Do you know how this is insane? Do you know how this makes me feel? Is like there's been a backup of all of this energy that was placed on pause because they wanted to see how people were going to react. But there's an energy here of this releasing that people aren't going to expect. And it's based on things that were previously hidden, or you didn't speak to anyone about. Maybe you kept things to yourself. Maybe you didn't explain them to other people, so people aren't going to expect this of you. But there's definitely surprise is kind of the way I want to say it. 6 of Pentacles, equal balance, total balance. 10 of Cups, emotional fulfillment. They're saying it wasn't ready because they didn't want people's prying eyes onto this. Do you remember when I was saying before about how things are under the surface because they don't want people's energies to influence it? Because when it comes out, there'll be a high energy influence that people must be used to balancing out. Because whatever this is, it's big. And when it comes to the surface, that people are going to react. And so they had to make sure that everything was totally ready when it did, because although it's divinely protected, the individuals involved had to be ready. Is this you, Karen? Is it? Wow. I've got goosebumps. The Justice card has come up. Divine justice. If you, okay, I'll give you an example. Let's say, for example, you spent 20 years focusing on doing one job and one job only, and all you got was abuse, and all you got was pain, and all you got was arguing, and all you got was people disagreeing with you, and all you got was people's attitudes and people misreading your energy and people taking you for granted and people using everything about you. The tables are turning. So any of those energies, if they're still in this environment and they're still doing that, good luck. It's not, listen, it's not me. I'm just the guy that's listening, telling you. I'm not in charge of that stuff, you know. I don't do any of that kind of thing. It's these guys, you know. Before everyone starts panicking, going, oh my goodness, she's going to put something on me, because I tend to scare people a lot, apparently. Listen, I don't need to put spells on anybody here. These guys, they know what they're doing. Oh, wow, Karen, keep me updated then. That's awesome. I mean, keep me updated, girl, you know. So we've had every single messenger, which is a knight, apart from swords. That's ironic. Messenger of water. Your instincts around an emotional situation are right, but it's not ready. Someone's... Why have you got to do that then? Someone's been offered one thing work-wise that is you're actually going to be going in a different direction. So if, for example, you've been offered one element to do, there's going to be a secondary element offered after this 10-10 portal that is going to move you in a different direction. This is work related. And I don't know why, but it's going to require you to move home, because it's not, it could even be overseas as well. And I'm just hearing, are you ready? I don't know why I want to say this as well, but someone had a dream about them doing this and then they forgot until I've just said it. Hierophant. This is about higher learning. They're putting all these energies in line, ready for... Can you see that the sun behind the sun, the Hierophant? Usually the Hierophant is male, just FYI. In this deck, the Hierophant is a female. So the high priestess is female, the hierophant is female. We could be dealing with same-sex couples. That's one element. Or someone's feminine side that's a masculine has been rebalanced. That could be another. Or a feminine side within a feminine has been rebalanced. Again, or a masculine side within a masculine has been rebalanced. Take it as it resonates. But the lesson's been learned. Someone's learned a huge lesson here. That isn't, again, money, finances, the practical side of things, commitment. Someone's just turned a corner. Again, I'm just getting contracts, everything contracts. Ace of Pentacles, Ace of air. You're going to get news. If you're waiting on something for work, this is coming through soon. And I don't know why, but they're saying July and September now. So if you were waiting from this from July, this is about to come to you now. End of, can you see there's a lock? With the sun there, there's a lock. And can you see here, it's got the number 21, which is equating to a number 3 card. Everything is in alignment. It's actually a dual-edged sword. There's actually more than one offer. Again, what I said about the love and the work. For some of you, it'll be both. 10 of Swords. An energy that's already closing out, that possibly was needing to close out for a long time, is about to, in order to deliver the goods, in order to deliver what is yours. Finally, they're saying. 7 of Pentacles. You would have waited a long time for this. If you've grafted for a long time for something, can you see that Pentacle's on fire, but it's actually in the rock, and he's just staring at the kind of fairy going, come on, mate, like, are we going to release this or not? This has been a long time coming, but they're saying, okay, so do you remember we were talking ages ago about this slingshot, and I was talking about it for ages, going, we must make sure everything's in place. We must make sure that we're ready for it. This is it. Like, they're not going to propel you into something that you're totally unaware of and incapable of reaching because you didn't prepare for it, because they're talking about long term here. This is sustenance. This is not just some doo-doo offer that 2 months down the line you're out of contract and it's like, you know, that's done. This is a life path mission type of energy that they're trying to prepare you for. And they're saying, if we didn't do it this way, you wouldn't have been ready, because this is not going to be, this is, excuse me, I keep burping because I'm recycling a lot of energy at the moment. This is like upgrades to the solar plexus. So confidence, willpower. This is upgrades to the throat chakra. So again, soul mission, truth, communicate. There's upgrades, as I've been saying. And at the moment, because I'm channeling it, I'm burping, so I apologize. I don't deliberately mean to do that, but this is to secure. They're talking about, because they're not saying about your future. They're saying securing your future. The 3 of Wands. The 3 of Wands. Future. This is future now. This is like ahead, looking ahead. The High Priestess again. Look, matching the energy that's being offered ahead of time. They're saying, can you see that energy there above her head? This is what I'm talking about. I feel like they've been messing with me between here and here. Like, you know how between the sacral and the solar plexus, there's the balance of the masculine and feminine. And then between the heart chakra and the throat chakra, there's a balance between the conditional, unconditional. And then behind the pineal gland, there's like that balance. I feel like there's another one here that they're messing with me on. So maybe keep an eye out for that, because do you know what it is? It's like, I want to say it's astral projection, but it's something else. It feels a bit like astral projection though, but I can already do that. So there's an element to it. This is how I want to say it. You know, I don't know if everyone's ever witnessed this, but like the soul star and the higher chakras, when you can feel those chakras opening, there's a recalibration in the physical, in the other lower 7 chakras. It feels like there's a chakra that I've got opening up here. And it's as above, so below. So then I'm getting recalibrated here, which is why I've ordered freaking weights. I've ordered resistance bands. I've ordered, because listen, there's something, they're doing something to me up there. And this is the weird thing. Usually I get bored. Like, I'm the kind of person, if I'm going to do something, I'm going to do it. Like, I'm not going to sit and talk about it for 5 years. I'll do it, right? But there's some serious energy that they're putting our way. So they're definitely preparing. So just keep an eye out for any symptoms that I'm describing, because it's going to give you a clue here of what exactly, because there is a choice as well that you're going to be offered, and it feels random, like you're probably not going to expect this. Look at that, 4 of Wands. Stability, refocusing stability, going and reevaluating stability, what you used to be focused on versus what you should be focused on. Okay, let's jump into the angel power wisdom cards. Let's see what else they're going to tell us here about the situation. What other messages, please, Spirit? What other messages? What are the other messages, please, Spirit? What else do we need to be aware of at this point in time? What else do we need to be aware of? By the way, the Aries readings from the 15th to 31st of October is going to be starting on Friday. We've got a pick a card reading uploaded tonight and tomorrow, which the one tonight will be uploaded in the next 3 hours. And then the Aries reading will be kicking off for the last part of October, the 15th to 31st, on Friday. So stay kind of tuned for that one. But the one tonight is very interesting from my perspective. I was like, wow. Faith in values. Your values are guiding principles. Use them to choose the way you live your life. So that, again, it's a test of faith, a test of principle. So we talked about faith. Now we're looking at the principles. What do we hold dear? What is important to us? What isn't? What can we release? What needs to be held? You know, what exactly do we want? And then we've got forgiveness. Beautiful energy. Forgiveness is the first step towards letting go of hurt and emotional pain. It heals only you. So again, total recalibration here about how we're viewing things. Yeah, I need to use the Sacred Destiny deck. You're right. Let's go with the Sacred Destiny deck here. What is the message, Spirit? What is the message? What is the message, please? What is the message? What is the message? So we had faith. Now we just need trust. I leave it to you guys to feel out how that you can best do that moving forward. But you must trust. Okay, guys, this was your reading. Thank you so much for your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions. It means a lot to me. For the 9 of you that like the stream, I appreciate you. Many blessings. For everyone else that's watching, again, the pick a card will be the next 7 days for your person, your twin flame, your soulmate, your divine counterpart. What is going to be happening? I'll give you a clue. The energy was interesting. Tomorrow's pick a card, I haven't decided yet, but I'm open to suggestions. If you want to suggest me something, I'm all ears. If not, have a wonderful day wherever you guys are. Thank you so much, Mia. Keeping faith is hard work, but you can do it. I trust you. I know your ability, and I know you'll do an amazing job. Thank you, Rebecca. Thank you. I'll reply to you soon. Michelle, thank you so much for joining us. I appreciate you. Karen, thank you so much to you. Take care, guys. Bye.